Very good morning. Today we discussed about some effective drug for benign prostatic hyperplasia. As men gets older, the risk of various comorbidities increases. Both hypertension and lower urinary tract symptoms related to benign prostatic hyperplasia are common disorders in elderly men. A considerable proportion of aged men who visit the urology clinic because of this lower urinary tract symptoms and BPH are likely to have hypertension. So, this assessing whether they are taking antihypertensive medication is important. Various alpha adenoreceptor antagonists are the first line medical treatment for this lower urinary tract symptoms and BPH. Is a safe and effective prescription in men with both lower urinary tract symptoms, BPH, and hypertension. Alpha adenoreceptor antagonist was originally developed as an antihypertensive drug, and this can induce orthostatic hypertension and dizziness. Among the recently used alpha adenoreceptor blockers, sildenafil is regarded to have a minimal effects on the cardiovascular symptoms because of its high selectivity for the alpha 1A adrenergic receptor. Today we discussed about this sildenafil drug. This benign prostatic hyperplasia, this called as prostatic enlargement, is a non-cancerous increase in the size of prostate gland. Usually symptoms are frequent urination, trouble starting to urinate, weak stream, inability to urinate, or loss of bladder control. Complications mainly includes urinary tract infections, bladder stones, chronic kidney problems. About 105 million men are affected globally. BPH typically begins after the age of 40. Half of males age 50 and over are affected. After the age of 80, about 90% of males are affected. Benign prostatic hyperplasia is the most common male clinical problem impacting the quality of life of older men. The treatment options mainly includes lifestyle changes, modifications, a number of procedures, surgeries. But in case of mild symptoms, weight loss, exercise, and decreased caffeine intake is recommended. In those with more significant symptoms, medications like alpha blockers, tiotroxins, 5-alpha reductase inhibitors, surgical removal of part of prostate may be carried out in those who do not improve with other measures. Mostly in this the clinical studies indicating that the inhibition of alpha 1A and alpha 1D adenoreceptors might offer the effective therapy in lower urinary tract symptoms. Next, coming to this are the drugs. This naftopidil, selagozine, and tamsulosin. These are the several class of BPH medications are available. Studies have shown that alpha 1 adenolytics are considered as the first line drug treatment. Alpha 1A and alpha 1D, these are AR blockage, relieves obstruction and voiding symptoms by relaxing the smooth muscles in prostate and bladder. This naftopidil and tamsulosin and sildenafil displays relatively high alpha 1A and 1D AR subtypes selectively and is effectively relieves symptoms related to BPH and lower urinary tract symptom disease without undesirable side effects on blood pressure. Today we discussed about this selagozine. This drug is used in men to treat symptoms of enlarged prostate, which include difficulty urination, thus hesitations, trembling, weak stream, incomplete bladder emptying, painful urinations, urinary frequency, urgency. This drug selagozine, this helps to relax the muscles in the prostate and bladder neck, making it easier. These are mainly available as dosage 4 mg and 8 mg. These available as hard gelatin capsules. Sildenafil is selective antagonist of alpha 1 adenoreceptors. This is helpful in the symptomatic treatment of benign prostatic hyperplasia. Sildosine received its first marketing approval in Japan in May 2006 under the brand name Uref, which is jointly marketed by Kessia Pharmaceutical and Bashi's Sankyo. Kessie licensed the US, Canadian, and Mexican rights for Sildosine to Watson Pharmaceuticals in 2004. Main mechanism of action: this psilocybin is a selective antagonist of postsynaptic alpha-1 adenoreceptors, which are located in the human prostate, bladder, base bladder, neck, prostate capsule, and prostatic urethra. This is helpful for the symptomatic relief of BPH. And an in vitro study examining the binding affinity of this psilocybin to the three subtypes of alpha-1 adenoreceptors like alpha-1A, alpha-1B, alpha-1C was conducted. The result of study demonstrated that this psilocybin binds with high affinity to alpha-1A subtypes. This is the design strategy of aryl sulfonamide derivatives of alicyclic amines are psilocybin analogs. These psilocybin analogs can be synthesized from this scheme. Main indication of this drug is for the treatment of signs and symptoms of BPH in adult only. It is not indicated for treatment of hypertension. Dosage and administration: dosing 8 mg capsule once daily with meals. Capsule should not be broken or chewed but swallowed whole, preferably with a glass of water. Main uses in these specific populations like this: pregnancy, pediatric, geriatric, renal impairment, hepatic impairment. In case of pregnancy, this US FDA's pregnancy category B, this psilocybin is not indicated for use in women. Embryo fetal studies in rabbit showed this decreased the maternal body weight at 200 mg per kilogram per day. There is no statistically significant teratogenicity was observed at this dose. There is no effects on physical or behavioral development of offspring were observed when rats were treated during pregnancy and lactations up to 300 mg per kilogram per day. In pediatric use, this psilocybin is not indicated for use in pediatric patients. Safety and effectiveness in pediatric patients have not been established. In case of geriatric use, in double-blind, placebo-controlled and 12-week clinical studies of psilocybin, there are no significant difference in safety or effectiveness between older and younger patients. In case of renal impairment, it should be reduced to 4 mg per day in patients with moderate renal impairment. Exercise caution and monitor patients for adverse events. Psilocybin has not been studied in patients with severe renal impairment. Psilocybin mainly contraindicated in patients with severe renal impairment. In case of hepatic impairment, it has not been studied in patients with severe hepatic impairment. It is mainly contraindicated in patients with severe hepatic impairment. This psilocybin is an effective and safe agent in elderly men who are taking antihypertensive medications. It has an advantages in treatment of lower urinary tract symptoms in this population, even if the patients have orthostatic hypertension before treatment. In a randomized controlled study to evaluate the non-inferiority of psilocybin and this temsilocins, this drug comparing, these psilocybins cause no significant changes in systolic BP, diastolic BP and heart rate from baseline. But this drug, this temsilocin, this produced a statistically significant decrease in the systolic BP. Based on the safety profile, we could assume that psilocybin has advantages in lower urinary tract syndrome patients with hypertension. This observational study shows that administration of psilocybin in patients who were taking antihypertensive medication was effective and safe in renal practice. There are few studies on alpha adenoreceptor antagonist and blood pressure, but one recent study truly evaluated the effects of alpha blocker add-on treatment on blood pressure in symptomatic BPH with or without concomitant hypertension. In that study, patients were assigned 4 groups based on the hypertension and antihypertensive medications and 4 alpha adenoreceptor antagonists, mainly including tamsulosin, alfuzosin, doxazosin and charzosins were administered. Normotensive groups, that is in normal BP range patients irrespective of antihypertensive medication, showed no significant BP changes from baseline after an alpha adenoreceptor antagonist medications, but hypertensive group showed significant reduction in systolic and diastolic BP after doxazosin medication. In that study, dizziness or postural hypertension that required a discontinuation or change of current alpha adenoreceptor antagonist medication was observed in 4.1, 5.9, 10.7, 9.99% for patients after treatment with tamsulosin, alfuzosin, doxazosin and charzosine. These are the some observed adverse effects. This shows only 2% of adverse effects: targeted ejaculation, dizziness, diarrhea, orthostatic hypertension, headache, nasopharyngitis, nasal congestion. This Silodosin was an effective and safe drug for treatment of lower urinary tract symptoms in patients who are taking antihypertensive medications. Among the study participants, 5% of men had orthostatic hypertension and Silodosin treatment did not aggravate the symptoms. Only 2.5% of patients discontinue medications because of orthostatic hypertension. 2.5% patients discontinue medications due to ejaculatory changes. So this Silodosin is a most efficacious rapid onset of action, improve quality of life in patients with BPH. It could be considered as the treatment of choice for management of lower urinary tract symptoms in elderly men who are taking antihypertensive drugs. Thank you. Thank you so much for your patient listening. This is my YouTube channel, Easy Learning. If you are interested, please go there, like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, bye.